What's good, Illumineers? My Lorcana fam out there. AZ Aquaman here with another video for you guys. So I entered a case tourney this weekend in Peoria at Retro Exchange. And one thing experience-wise, it was badass, man. A lot of good people there. Good people, good vibe. It was just a good time. So I'm going to do a deck profile here on my Mufasa Sapphire Steel that I took. And we grabbed top 8 with this deck list. So I'll do the deck profile. But before that, I want to give a shout out to Retro Exchange in Peoria for hooking up with one of these black label sleeves. So honestly, guys, I've been using Dragon Shield for years, and man, I was sold on these. So it's just, they just shuffle so much better. The quality is super good, and I'm just a big fan of this now. I was sold, so yeah, I'm definitely gonna be rocking these black label sleeves from now on for my Lorcana decks. And obviously I got 2 white ones right here, but these are dope. But anyways, yeah, I just want to give a shout out and a big thank you for Retro Game for hooking it up with these black label sleeves. Appreciate you guys. Anyways, so oh yeah, and if you guys want to like and subscribe, that'd be cool. If not, it's all good. All right, on to the deck profile here. I'll try to make this short and sweet. So for 1-drops, got 3 Fire the Cannons. Aggro's running around. Need to pop those little aggros that can get them quests quick, and also Diablo's still around, so it's a nice little 2 damage spot removal. Pretty standard here. 4 Popsicles, as well as 4 Fortispheres. Draw engine on its own, plus popping it with Hiram lets you draw 2 more cards. I actually use these while it's on play a lot of the times, whether I'm healing somebody like Shmi or even Tinkerbell if needed. But I like this a lot because when you turn Hiram sideways, people tend to get rid of them, and it's a good way to protect them by giving one of your other guys bodyguard to protect Hiram. All right, on to the 2-drops. One of my favorite cards nowadays, Little Tipo. Nice little ramp engine that could be a body on board, as well as it's inkable. You can quest, and you can crash it to things, so very nice. I like that. And of course, Mr. Shmi. Mr. Shmi, he's just really good as a 2-drop, a 3/3 body that I can quest for 2. Can't complain about that. All right, on to the 3-drops. We're still using the Quill because it is hands down the best ramp tool as of right now still, so I think that's pretty standard. And one of my MVPs here, Mr. Pete Referee. Super good card. I think he's still busted. I think he's busted. For your opponent not to be able to play action cards, and then yeah, you can really take advantage of it on your next turn. He's just really good. And just him being a 3/3 body that can quest and crash into things, bonus as well. On to the next 4-drops. 4-drops, no surprise here. We're playing 4 Hiram. It's pretty standard, I think. He's a requirement, basically. He lets you draw. He's your draw engine. It's more. What else is more to say about him? He's just really good. He's a staple. Another one here. We've got 2 Along Came Zeus. Nice little removal against locations, because locations are a pain in the ass. I hate locations. And as well as it can basically 1-shot kill a lot of characters, doing 5 damage to it. So Along Came Zeus, good at 2. And then I have 2 Bells. Most of the time I just ink her, but obviously the use for her is late game or like end game, where you're gonna dime something. She's a good target for that, or her questing for 5 is crazy. When I do play her, rarely, I'll probably just use her to sing, like Zeus. or something she can sing. All right, on to the 5s. Lots of 5s. Got Cogsworth here. For Cogsworth, everyone knows Cogsworth, so he's awesome. Very good target to sing wheel, and just him being a ward and can give your characters +1 resist is really good. Now imagine having 2 of these on board, it even gets crazier. So yeah, we play 4 Cogsworth. And of course we gotta play 4 Whole New World. I like playing wheel in my Sapphire Steel, and I will always do that. Wheel is one of those cards where you can't just use anytime you want. You have to assess the situation, assess the board state, see what's going on, what kind of gameplays are happening, because this will reset your opponent's hands also, so it can cost you the game as well if you don't time it right or use it properly. But other than that, Whole New World's really good. We need 2 Let It Goes. Just a nice little spot removal for bigger characters like Big Cindy or Tamatoa, or now even the new Mufasa. So play 2. Play, let's see here, 3 Grab Your Swords, just because it's really good, period. I think 3 is a perfect amount. It can definitely punish aggro players, and then you throw Tinkerbell on top of this, it gets crazy. So we run 3 onto the 6 drops. Speaking of Tinkerbell, we run 4 big Tinkerbells because she's just super good as a 6 drop, and she's very good defensively, in my opinion, just because when she's on board, people sometimes tend to hesitate to turn their characters because they will get punished if they turn their characters when Tinkerbell's on board, so she's really good. All right, on to the next. We got Cusco, because we hate locations. Locations are a pain in the ass. And, you know, we gotta also have a target against other items like Lucky Dime. Maybe some flutes over there somewhere. I've been asked before why I use Cusco instead of the Simba, the steel Simba. Well, one, I like the fact that he can quest for 2, and he's a good target for Lucky Dime. And also, Sapphire Steel is a slower deck, so we need characters that can pump up our lore counts quicker. And Cusco being a 2 lore count is what basically pushed me to pick him over Simba. And he does have the nice skill that lets him be like a 1-turn Cogsworth, where you can give your other characters a +1 resist for paying 4 ink. And on top of that, added bonus, he's foil, and I don't have any foil Simbas. On to the 7s. We've got to play 2 Lucky Dime. 2 Lucky Dime is perfect. It is a game-winning card, but just make sure you don't depend on it as like your be-all, end-all, you know, game winner. If it's there, it's awesome. If it's not, you have other ways to win, but it's just another win condition. Lucky Dime. My one of, we got Hades. One of is perfect. Like I said, he's a 2-quester, good body stats on him, and he can remove bigger characters that needs to be removed. He's really good, except for when your opponent plays Madame Medusa and he gets crushed by it. Other than that, he's pretty solid. So I play one of him. And then last but not least, my boy. We play and run 3 Mufasas because in my opinion, he is super good. Just being a consistent 4 lore with this type of body on him is, I don't know, it's just nuts. And if he stays on board, you're basically having and getting 2 turns on your next turn, because when he quests, you ready up all your inkwell to be used again, which is crazy. He can't be hit by Madame Medusas. You have to hit him with few resources with steel. Like you have to hit him with 2 Zeus if you have them. You have to use multiple resources to take care of him. He's just hard to deal with. Obviously, when you're playing against Ruby, B-Prep and Dragons will just take care of him, but it's Ruby. Ruby handles anything, I guess. But yeah, so I do run the Mufasa as my top end. I don't run any Tamatoas. I ran Tamatoas before, but majority of the time I played Mufasa before the Tamatoa. There were some instances, yes, where I would use Tamatoa to get back like Lucky Dime, or because I have a crap load of items on board, but majority of the time I just want to be and keep it consistent. So I was like, you know what, I'll just keep the Mufasas and take out the Tamatoas. And then just the Mufasas being a 4 quest lore in its own is good. Some of the games when I was playing Tamatoa, you know, he was just, I play him and he quests for 1, and then he might get answered the next turn. But if he doesn't, okay, he's questing for maybe 2 or 3, I do get an item back. But with Mufasa, I would rather quest and ready all my inkwell and basically get a second turn. So to me, that was more important. And as of right now, it's working well. We'll see how the meta and the game progresses in this format. I might add in a couple Tamatoas, but as for now, these Mufasas are doing work for me and I love it. All right, that is my Sapphire Steel Mufasa deck, aka Blue Fasa Steel. And by the way, so this is what the Black Label sleeves look like. So I got the white, so we got the white background, the white back here, and then the background here looks really clean. It's an all black, looks super clean, and then you have the color differential on the back, and you can see how clean this looks. And I'll show you guys how clean it shuffles. Oh man, just shuffles so nicely. It doesn't get caught, it doesn't get stuck. Also the edges here are like, it feels more sturdy where it doesn't get bent up. But here, I'll just shuffle again. It just shuffles so nicely, and the quality is super good on it. You can shuffle it this way if you wanted. Shuffle it this way, but look how nice it is. It's like butter. Look at that. It's crazy. And yeah, so, but anyways, yeah, that's it for the deck profile. And I just want to say thank you again, and a shout out to Retro Exchange for hooking it up with these badass sleeves. I am forever hooked on these. Appreciate it, guys. Go check these out. I think these are game changers, man. They're awesome. They're badass. Well, anyways, guys, hope you liked the video. Please like and subscribe if you want. If not, it's all good. But thanks for stopping by and tuning in for this deck profile. Till next time.